Hey everyone, welcome back to Ark Survival Evolved. We are back today with the little solo or small group guide series that we have been doing on the channel. And guys, today I'm going to show you guys how you can actually hide stuff on officials and have a very low chance of it actually getting found. But first, you guys can see, if you guys watched the previous video, we were on the island, we transferred off, we're now on the center. I'm going to show you guys exactly where I am. So I actually am in a bear cave. I was going to do a different bear cave, but I made like a base tour video in that cave, so I thought I'd change it up a little bit. This cave is just as good though. So here's where we are right now. You guys can kind of get an idea. I'll open up my map so you guys can see where I am currently. Currently right here. This is where I am. So if we come down here, you can see all these metal nodes that already spawn up here to begin with, which is just a ton of them, which is great. So besides the metal, if we come way down here, there's an entrance to this cave. There's a bear cave right here. Here you go. This is where I decided to post up for this little solo series or small group series, whichever you guys want to call it. I know I keep going back and forth saying it's for solo players or small groups, but the fact is everyone's situation is different on officials, and I feel like this guide could work for just solo players or people that just are playing in small groups. That's why I keep saying both. Why is there a random dodo in here? I don't know how you got in here, Dodo. But anyway, I thought this is the cave we would put ourselves in. So we have that entrance we just came into, and then if we come down here, there's also a entrance down here. But I got lucky enough, at least on my server, there's a wild bear in here. I got lucky enough on my server to where this other cave entrance is actually blocked off by a rock right now. So I'm not going to break that because that's great coverage for me. I'm going to leave that hidden like that. Now today's video is not like a base tour or anything like that. That'll be a different video. I'll show you guys a little bit more what's going on in here and how I'm going to get this all set up and stuff. But today, guys, I'm going to show you how you can hide stuff on officials, and hopefully it won't get found. I think there's a very low chance of getting it found once I show you this method, and I think a lot of people will probably start using it if they are not already. Okay, so we have black paint, as you guys can see, so I'm going to put that on my paintbrush. Now here's what's going on. So if we come in here, I am going to grab my stone foundations, and I'm gonna grab half of these storage boxes just because. All right, so there we go. So we got all that. So now we want to hide something, and for this video I'm gonna take my metal, because my metal is my most important thing I have right now. So I'm gonna take the 2 metal ingots that I have, and there's a few things I'm gonna show you guys today that we can do. It's actually pretty easy. Actually, hang on really quickly. I gotta get some walls crafted up here. Alright guys, so we have our ceilings, our wall, our door frame, a bed, our foundation, storage box, or storage boxes, and a few metal ingots. So what exactly I'm gonna be showing you guys today is how you can actually basically hide stuff around the map and have a very low chance of it actually getting found or destroyed or whatever, or taken from you. It's not 100%, but I think this is a really good way to keep stuff hidden, and I think this is a great way to actually save yourself in case you do get found and you guys do end up getting raided. You guys can kind of save yourself a little bit and have just a backup plan. Now with this base, I know a few of you are probably like, well, how did you get here, yada yada yada. Like I said, everyone's situation when it comes to officials is different. If you're playing solo or just with a few buddies or something, as you can see, I have birds right now and stuff like that already. We have a dire wolf, a few dodos and stuff. This is stuff you should either be getting once you transfer. This should be the first thing you get, are tames, or before you actually put down your foundations. You need to have at least a bird or a few tames or something. Otherwise, there's just no point in getting a base going. Like right now, like if I didn't have these birds right now, this would be such a pain to get to this area. But alright, anyway, so we're gonna hop on a bird. They can barely carry me. That's okay though. And we're gonna step outside for a minute, and I'm gonna show you guys exactly how you can hide stuff really well. And I'm gonna explain why I believe this works, because I have some theories and actually some examples and stuff too. Now again, for those of you interested in the spot I am currently, this is the location of the bear cave. I guess that's like what, 3450, something like that. This is the one entrance. There's the other one which I didn't show the outside of, but this is the one entrance I always use every time I build in this cave. If we come this direction, I'll show you the exact path to get metal. I definitely would not destroy any trees, by the way. I would not destroy any trees by the entrance of that cave. You will definitely get seen by doing that. Come over here. As you guys can see, we're starting to see some metal nodes. These metal nodes go all the way up this mountain. There's some down there. If we come up here, oh, look at all these nodes we have up here. You have crystal too. So there's a lot of metal up here. Now, here's the thing. In my most recent video I posted, or a base tour video I posted the other day, I did a solo player or small group base tour out of a bear cave, and some people were complaining about, well, how are you supposed to get metal? Like, you don't have a Quetz and Anki. When you're playing as a small group of like 2 to 3 people, maybe 4, or like you're by yourself trying to survive officials, you're not going to have a Quetzal. There's a high chance you're not going to have an Anki either. But this area right here, this would not be a bad spot to try to keep an Anki. If you could tame a low-level one, that'd be great. But honestly, I think what a lot of people will end up doing, this is what I did when I personally played by myself, when I played with Titan Shield and one friend. There's 3 of us. We handpicked all the metal that we needed, and we did a lot of raiding. That's what it came down to. We just transferred to servers, looked for bases to hit that were really easy, like stone bases or little metal boxes and stuff, and we would hit them. And sometimes it paid out, sometimes it didn't, but a lot of it came down to just getting good pickaxes. That was our main thing, was getting really good tools, trying to get the Mastercraft pickaxes and stuff so we could actually farm these nodes out, and you just run back and forth to the base and stuff. It's really not that bad. Yeah, it takes longer, you don't get as much as you would the Quetz and Anki, but that's what happens when you're not in a big tribe. Like, there's no way you're going to be able to survive on officials when you're trying to house a Quetzal and Anki unless you're allowed to build on the server. Ooh, and it's raining. Great. Okay, anyway, so I'm going to come down here, alright? So our base is up there. We're going to come over here, just for this example. I'm going to show you guys exactly how you can do this, and I'm going to explain why I think this will work. Ooh, there's a Carno right there. Let's not do that. We'll come over here. Now, in the next video for this series, guys, my plan is to show you guys how to actually start getting pearls and polymer and stuff like that, so you can actually get stuff going pretty well. We will be getting a few snails as well to help with main pace and stuff like that, but that'll be a little bit further down the road. Remember, when you're playing solo or in a small group, your goal is to stay hidden. The minute you get spotted on any server, for the most part, there's not many servers that I know of that are not claimed by a mega tribe or an alpha tribe. You're gonna get wiped. That's why you need to be smart about it and stay hidden. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna come up here, all right? And now you can use this for anything. Like, if you just want to hide stuff, that's fine. If you just want to do whatever with it, you know, you want to use it for metal farming or whatever that is, you can do that too, just to store extra nodes and stuff like that, whatever you need to do with it. So I'm just gonna come over here randomly in the woods. As you can see, we are in a little random spot here. Now here's what I'm gonna do. Now there's 2 different ways you can really do this, but I think the first way is by far the best because it's less likely to get broken into. I see you. Hang on. We're about to get hit by this Pego. You can get out of here, little guy. And there's a Troodon, really. I just want to show these guys how to hide their stuff. Okay, all right. You know, we're just gonna come up here. We're gonna come up here just to avoid that mess that is over there. What's over here? Am I safe over here? Okay, we're good right here. All right. Okay, so that entire mess is taken care of. So now let's get back to the video. Sorry about that. That's this arc for you. Oh, there's more. There's more. Go away. Leave me alone. I'm trying to make a video. Okay, so anyway, what you guys are going to want to do is you're going to want to find a dark corner, kind of like so. Like, this will work perfectly for what we're wanting to do. And you guys can see we can place foundations pretty close, but storage boxes we can place kind of... Actually, this one can place right there. That's a good spot. So there's 2 ways of doing this. So the first method is this. We're going to place a foundation down like so. Alright, I'm going to grab my walls. Put those in there. Actually, I'm going to put... we'll put all this in there for now. Alright. And we have our little storage box. We can probably fit 2 in here if we really wanted to. We can. And I would rename this bed, like, let's say like these boxes are just for turrets, okay? So I'm gonna rename this bed just a turret. And I did this so I know when I'm looking at my bed spawns, I know where all my stuff is. You can do that. You can write down the coords, whatever you need to do. Normally, I mean, obviously you'd put a ceiling on it, but I can't get the ceiling into place because it's obstructed. But you'd put a ceiling on it, and you just have a one by one with a bed spawn and a few storage boxes. Now the next thing I would do is I'd paint it black. And I'm sure some of you are wondering, why would you paint it black? It just kind of helps to keep it hidden a little bit more since you're trying to put it in a darker zone. As you guys can see, the color difference right there, it's pretty big. So we're gonna do it with this one. So this is one thing that you can do, but this is not my favorite one. I think that this is a good idea, but I think you're more likely to have your foundation blown up if you have a 1x1 with just walls and a door and a ceiling and stuff. Like, people are gonna know there's something inside there, right? Okay. Well, here's the next thing you can do, and this is the one that I would use. All right, so we have our storage boxes right here. All right, so I'm gonna place a storage box right here. Actually, we're gonna bring it out a little bit more. I'm gonna place it right. This will work right here. Okay. I'm gonna place one more. All right, so there's our storage boxes right there. Now check this out. Look at this. All right, so I have a foundation right now over the storage boxes. I can place this too. So like so, I'm just gonna place it. And just like that, guys, your storage boxes are 100% hidden. We can paint it black just to help hide it a little bit. And check that out. There you go. You now have a hidden storage box. And you can do this with anything. I would not recommend doing it with metal foundations. I guess you could, but stone's really cheap. It's really easy to make. So now some of you are probably wondering, how in the world, Mexus, do you think that this is going to work? Well, let me explain. So I still play officials. I'm still with EN and everything. I do a lot of server hopping in the sense of where I just go to random servers. I kind of scout around, do whatever I'm doing. And I always notice structures, like rated structures from new players. Wooden structures, thatch, stone, whatever you want to call it. But the other thing I notice is I always notice that there is just the random 1x1s just randomly in woods. No matter where you go, no matter what server you go to, they're everywhere. So some people could already be doing this. That's very possible. And I think this will work because, to be honest, I can't see many people wasting C4 or explosives in general on a stone foundation. Especially if there's nothing underneath there. It's a gamble. So, for example, you have your one right there, right? So that's the one that houses all the goodies right there, all right? Now look at this. So just like this, now we have 5 more. So what? So you're telling me that someone's going to come through? Oh, now you have 6. So someone's going to come through and break all 6 of these with C4, which they could. They could waste 6 C4 if they really wanted to. And one-shot all of them, whatever, or grenades or whatever. And you could do this with metal foundations too if you really wanted to, but I think the stone ones just kind of hide a little bit better, and they're super cheap to make. They're not expensive to make, and for a solo player or a small tribe, you definitely want to go with the cheapest route. But to be honest, I see these foundations and these 1x1s on every server I go to, and no one breaks them. Because there's no reason to. They're not blocking resources. They're not in the way of you progressing with your tribe. They're not in the way of the alpha, and there's no reason for them to waste C4 or explosives on them. Now, could someone randomly come up and break the foundations and steal your stuff? Yeah, of course they could, but that's why you don't keep everything in one spot. The best situation would be to take a GPS, because you can actually mark on your map. Actually, hang on, I'm gonna get a GPS really quickly and show you guys instead of try to explain it. So I quickly just spawned in a GPS just so I could show you guys this, but basically you can just press P. And look at this. Oh, here we go. So we are, what, 28.4? Or it's 28. I guess you can't put decimals. That's fine. And 55. And this is our turret box with turrets. And look at that, guys. Oh, we can actually change the color, too, if we want to. That's pretty cool. So I guess we're gonna make ours. How about what color do I want? And look at that. There's our marker. I mean, I'm on top of it now. There's our marker. It's called turrets. And this is something you can do. So basically, if you guys are wondering how I did that, I just pressed M, and I pressed P. You press P, and you can add or remove. Like you can remove old ones just like that. And there you go. And it's seriously, it's that easy how to hide stuff across this map. So if we wanted, we could have, let's just say, okay, let's just do like, now there we go. So at 3070, I guess underwater, we have polymer in a box. It's that simple. And honestly, I don't think a lot of people actually use the map this way, to where you can actually put stuff on it like this. But let me know down below in the comment section what you guys think of this, if you guys think this is a good way to hide stuff, because personally I do. And like I said, every server I go to, you see random structures like this, random foundations down, and people just don't blow them up because it's just a waste of explosives. There's no need to. I mean, people might start doing it now, I guess, after seeing this video. That is possible, and it's not a 100% way to keep your stuff safe. But this way, if you guys do get wiped, you don't have all your good stuff in one location. You can space it out. You can put them all anywhere you want, anywhere on the map you want, on multiple servers, even if you wanted to. Just because people just don't blow up the one foundation, especially if it's not in the way. Now, obviously, if you guys are putting these foundations next to an alpha base or another tribe's base or something, they're probably going to blow them up because they'll be right outside their base. They might not be able to build or whatever it is. If you're blocking like resource spawns, like if you put a foundation on top of the Skull Island on the center, that's going to get blown up because it's blocking resource spawns. But even doing this right here, like, and if we paint, you should be painting all these the same color too. If you place multiple down, because you can just place 2 or 3 down at a time, and then, you know, who's gonna waste their time doing it? Because someone could blow up one and see there's nothing underneath it, and then they'll move along maybe. But anyway, I do hope that this was helpful for you guys. So again, let me know down below in the comment section what you guys think of this. If you guys have other suggestions or opinions on how you guys can hide gear for small tribes or solo players on officials, Let me know down below in the comment section if someone has a better suggestion or opinion than this one. I will make sure to pin that comment so everyone can see it. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I will see all of you in the next video.